Hello, and welcome to Life of a Boss, the podcast, hosted by entrepreneur, public speaker, and mentor, Jason Hardin. This podcast is all about helping audiences create and reach their own definition of success through positive thinking, perseverance, and personal development. Having survived extreme obstacles from an early age, such as cancer, poverty, abuse, family dysfunction, and even homelessness, Jason has learned how to master the art of resilience and defy all odds to become the boss he is today. So, get ready for some serious game and remember to keep an open mind. Now, without further delay, here is your host, Jason Hardin.
What's up, everybody and everyone out there in TV land? I appreciate y'all for being here and for continuing to support what we do in various ways, man, through the inbox messages, through the support when you guys come to the events that I speak on, and everything in between, to a like, to a comment, to a question, man. I appreciate all of it, and I love it, and I also appreciate that we made it to a time that I probably thought I'd never see in my lifetime. I appreciate that my mother's still here, to see some of the things and experience some of these conveniences and applications, if you will, that make life easier and that create the luxuries we didn't have when we were younger, like Uber and Lyft. You know, some things that are just become the staple now. You know, a taxi used to cost $50 to get to the next town over, but when you can do that for $12, $14 and stuff, that's a game changer in society, and that's why Uber's winning and Lyft are winning, and why there's so many opportunities for folks to capitalize in so many ways off what we have now, you know. And I can admit, and I would be the first to admit, that not all of it is good, you know. I've seen people get lost in their phones in the worst way. Not to mention texting and driving and fiddling with your phone while you're driving and whatnot. But just in various ways, get lost in social media, getting lost in Instagram, getting lost in seeking approval and looking for the hottest trend, just to do it, just to fall into it, just to buy into it, you know, and not even to capitalize off it. And that's what I wanted to speak on. You know, we're all about creating bosses here. We're all about helping people create and live their own definition of success and be the bosses they were meant to be. And to do that, we want to put people up on game. Seriously. And to be honest, right now, I'm about to feed you youngins to the metaverse. That's a line from Jack Harlow's song with Drake, and it's a very real and true line. It's 2023. We're past the time of Back to the Future 2. You know, this is beyond that. We're in the Star Trek settings now. I think they were talking about 2020, you know, 2023, 2019. I don't know when Star Trek was set, but we're in those times now, and honestly, things that we have, they didn't even have on those shows. We don't have everything those shows depicted, but things we do have, they don't even have on those shows, and it's incredible what we have access to. And I wanted to dedicate this show to I guess trying to introduce you or put you up on game on what the metaverse is. I mean, I did it last year, at the beginning of the year, with NFTs and with crypto and blockchain and how all that works. And I think it's on those lines that was a very important topic, especially at that time. And now it's even more so because here it comes again. That stuff didn't go out. You know, I know Bitcoin and all those things have dropped, and frankly, I don't care because I don't own not near a dollar on cryptocurrency yet. But I kid you not, when it becomes a necessity, it will be in everybody's hands, like debit cards, credit cards. When it becomes the norm, everyone will have it. So that's what I feel about cryptocurrency and all that. But this is taking it further. I want to talk about the metaverse. And it wasn't explained to me. I know you can Google all kind of Zuckerberg videos and ads and all that, but the metaverse is like the Matrix. You can't be told what it is. It's I like to say it's internet, but it is the new internet. It's internet, what they call internet 4.0. You know, I think the first internet was maybe AOL. You know, AOL, and then this is the second generation. Maybe it's internet 3.0. But it's here, and it's incredible to be in these times, but it's also scary. And I want to talk about both because I want to touch on both, because it wouldn't be responsible for me to promote it and say, yeah, go out there, get into it, do this, do that, or to say, no, man, stay away from it, man, it's the devil. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because I don't know which is true. To be honest, man, I'm only human, still walking through life trying to figure it out. But in the best way I can figure it out, and this is one of those things. I know it's the future. It's not even the future; it's here. But it's gonna be to where you can't escape it. Not knowing about this is not going to prevent this from finding you. And I guess that's what I want to speak on. Not knowing about cryptocurrency is not going to prevent it from finding you. I think all of us are going to have some crypto at some point. And that point mainly being the metaverse. I think the cryptocurrency is the way to buy in to the metaverse, an early buy-in to the metaverse, because today I'm going to do my best to explain what the metaverse is, but on top of that, probably drop some maybe a few points on how to get paid or how to use that to benefit you in some way. I wouldn't be speaking on this shit if it was a game. If the metaverse was just a game, as much as I'm a gamer at heart, I wouldn't come up on here and preach about another distraction. You know, I wouldn't come on here and talk sports with y'all. I love the Niners and they kicking ass, but I don't care what the fuck they doing. It doesn't pay me, it doesn't help me, it doesn't do shit whether they win or lose. Love to see them win. You know, just from my childhood watching them, but I am totally detached from giving a fuck what they do. You know, I hope they win the Super Bowl, but I don't give a shit if they do or don't. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't affect me. It's not something that adds to what I'm doing. You know, and if I was in the sports industry, yeah. If I was a commentator, yeah. If my business was betting, yeah. You know, I'd care deeply about what the fuck the Niners is doing, but and who they got on their team and how many yards somebody's getting. You know, I would really care. I would care, but since my business is not that, I don't speak on things like that. So I'm not here speaking on the metaverse as a game. You know, I love video games, but I wouldn't talk about video games. So, you know, it's not a game. The metaverse, first of all, it's in its phase right now, it is VR. Period, point blank. If you put a VR headset on, you're in the metaverse. It's not a website you go to. It's not Facebook, but it is Facebook because the metaverse is Facebook verse, and it's Meta, and Meta is Facebook. For those of you who don't know, Facebook is Meta now. So it's social media meets computer programming meets video game consoles meets entertainment. I mean, the potential for it to be a great tool is extremely high. But the potential for it to be a great entertainment system is even higher, which makes it an even better market for the people getting in it for business. You see what I'm saying? Right now, a lot of the most important programs on it. Okay, now I'm getting into actually how to make money with it, because I'm already seeing it. I got so excited, and not for the metaverse because I was dying to get into it or anything like that. I got excited because I saw the potential and that I had access to it. You know, to have access to this amount of information, this amount of control over what we see, hear, do, touch, feel, it's incredible. The first thing I want to say about the metaverse, okay, not talking about games, first of all. When I wanted to explore it, I wanted to see what could I do. My first mindset goes into what can I do? How can I make some money? How can I make an opportunity? How can I create an income or some type of major influence that would lead to income or some type of positive change in my life and in the lives of others that I care about, my family, my community, and all that. How can I do that with this? You know what? And by doing that, how can I create? Me, when I talk about change, when I talk about power, when I talk about politics and government and systemic change and getting involved in the decision-making part of our communities, I'm talking about creation. Talk comes down to creation. So how do I create? How do I create something? How do I create a solution? How do I create a building? How do I create a house? How do I create money? How do I create video, graphics, text, audio? How? What can I do with it that allows me to create? What allows me to produce? It's all about producing, man. I know I'm a consumer. We're all both. But sometimes we don't do enough producing. I want to do more producing. I want my production to outweigh my consumption. You know what I'm saying? That's why my belly's getting bigger. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm consuming more, but now I gotta produce more energy burning activities. See what I'm saying? But it's incredible what can be done. What I'm seeing can be done in the metaverse, and like I said, it can be a heck of a producer. And the first thing I want to teach people, or I'm not even going to say teach. The first thing I want to touch on, that if you get into the metaverse, if you get one of these headsets. These headsets are made by Oculus, and the latest one's like the Oculus Pro. It's not an Oculus commercial, but the latest one is the Oculus Pro. They make the Rift. They do all the VR stuff. If it's not on a gaming system like the new PlayStation, they've had one for a few years now. But if it's not on a gaming system, it's usually Oculus. There's a couple knockoffs, and I'm gonna call them knockoffs. They might be more powerful. I don't know. But Oculus is like the standard. It's almost like the Nintendo back when, you know what I'm saying, back when Atari was still around, you know what I'm saying, and Nintendo came out and like just dominated for a while, and then Sega and all of them tried to be like Nintendo, and Nintendo is still here. Sega came and went. Even the Dreamcast came and went, but you know what I'm saying? It's longevity in some of these things, in some of these businesses, and the metaverse is here, and one of the best things to get into is Gravity Sketch. If you put that headphone on, if you put that headset on, that VR, you're in the metaverse, and there's so much to do and play with. But I urge you. And this is putting you up on game. I'm going to make some millionaires out there. I'm going to make some millionaires with this piece of game right here, man. I urge you to get Gravity Sketch. It's free. It is Photoshop on steroids in 3D VR. Even if you're not a creator, even if you've never touched any type of creative design program ever, man, the creating abilities on this fairly simple product. I went out and ordered one. I went out and got the Quest 2, the Oculus Quest 2. For those that want to catch me on Oculus Quest 2, man, hard, man, come find me, and yeah, let's connect. Incredible networking tool, but you make it what it is. You make it what it needs to be for you. It's a place to bullshit for some. It's a place to exercise for some. It's a place to game for some. But for some, it's a place to do big business. I'm seeing the potential. And I'm only saying that for those interested in being up on game and taking advantage of where we are right now here in 2023. This is coming. The reason why some of these programs are free, because they're dying for content, because it's coming. By the time people get there, they want the shit to be built all the way. They want this, the experience. You know, by the time your child grows up and puts, he doesn't even have to put the headset on. It could be in his glasses. It's coming. It's coming. You're going to be able to live here and digitally. It's coming. It's coming. But where are you going to fall in it's coming? If you're a boss like me, I'm trying to capitalize off the opportunity of it being here. I'm not gonna lie, it's like COVID. Are you gonna wait around waiting to catch COVID, or are you gonna sell masks? And that was the reality I faced and I dealt with and I chose when that happened. This is that. This is coming. Am I going to wait around being forced to deal with this new internet, this new way of doing things, this new way of buying things, of entertainment, of working? I can see people working on this. This is the ultimate work from home. I can see people literally doing things from their house where a computer is at work physically doing the job, putting together cars, performing surgery, manufacturing. I can see somebody working at home controlling 900 robots. One person, they're all on one job, or they're all on one track. It's going to be here. Where are you going to fall into it? And I think that's what we have to be thinking about. We can't just say, that ain't my problem, I'm not interested, or I don't do that, I don't care. No, that's not becoming of a boss. That type of thinking, that type of mindset, that doesn't get you anywhere. Be willing to learn. Be willing to be up on game, because that's what this is. I'm not even up on it, but I see the potential, and I know the next person be like, "Oh, for real, they doing that? Let me go check it out," and then take that shit and run with it. This show is for them, for people that can take one piece of information, one piece of game, one piece of advice, of anything, one lesson, and run with it, and then change their life. That's why we talk about so much different shit, but the only thing it has in common is that it will help you in some way. It will create a positive change in some way. I'm not trying to do anything to create any negative changes in anybody. But those that are on the other side of that negative dollar, and you're trying to get it in the right way, and somebody else trying to get in the wrong way, and you get it over there, man, I'm happy for you. That's what I'm trying to. That's the only negative thing I'm trying to do, is hurt somebody's pockets who getting it wrong. I want that money to go in your pockets, my niece and nephew's pockets, a pocket of an organization I care about. That's how we got to think. But yeah, creating in the metaverse and literally building things and creating things that you can print. You can create things in Gravity Sketch and print it on a 3D printer. How's that for creation? And then you want to mass produce that? Make a mold of it and then pour acrylic in it 100 times, and now you got 100 copies of what you just created in the metaverse. This can be game pieces. Those can be chess pieces. Those can be tokens. Those can be whatever you want it to be. Those can be parts to a bigger thing. I get excited about the possibilities, because what happens in there affects what happens out here, and we can't run from that. But what are we gonna do when it comes? Are we gonna be in it already, getting our paper, so we ain't even gotta deal with it, man? You make enough money with this. Just like anything else, you can retire from the things you don't like and don't want to do and don't care about and don't want to see. I mean, literally. Don't like the law, man, make enough money, you live above it. Seriously, I'm no bullshit. You got the best lawyers, your police are in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like some things you can solve with money. Some things money can fix. Some things money can't buy. They always talk about money can't buy happiness, money can't buy love, money can't buy this. Yeah, but let's talk about some of the things money can buy. And somebody told me, I listened, I think it was Peter Voog who said, or it could have been Dean Grazioso, somebody, or Gary Vee, maybe one of them said, if you think money can't buy happiness, then you haven't given enough away yet. If you think money can't buy happiness, then you haven't given enough away yet. And I appreciate that, because it brings me back to what I said a few episodes ago, man. Get over yourself. Get over how you feel about money. Like I said, I did an episode last season about having a positive relationship with money. And part of a positive relationship with money is not being afraid or not being too lazy to be up on game, to at least be aware of what's new, what's trending in a economic sense, in a social sense. Not what's trending on YouTube because it's hot today. Not the hottest hashtag. No, but what's trending in society? What's going to be the new norm? So we can prepare for it, so we can work around it, so we can work with it, whatever it be. But it's good to be up on game. But anyway, the metaverse, it's here. It's here. I can't explain it. You have to get a headset. You have to check it out for yourself. But Gravity Sketch, man, and programs like Gravity Sketch, there's a number of editing programs. There's the new Google Tilt. I think it's called Google Tilt. Like it's drawing with light and all that. And I'm gonna tell you the quality. It's like I'm giving a review. This is my review. This is my Metaverse review. That's what I'm gonna name this episode. Metaverse review. And the quality of the graphics on Gravity Sketch and some of these creation softwares is incredible. It's like my first time in VR was, I think it was 1997. It was in Hawaii, and there was an arcade that had this cutting edge VR system, and it was a big pod you get into with rails all around so you don't fall, and it was a headset that came down like some spaceship suit and something. You know, it was crazy. It was huge. It looked expensive, and it was cool. You know, but the quality of it was cutting edge at the time, so it was awesome. But it was polygons. It was literally playing the first Mario. Not even Mario. Something from Atari. You know what I'm saying? Like asteroids. It was like asteroids. Somebody picked you up and dropped you off in Tron. It was like Tron. That's before your time. I know. A lot of you, that's how long, that's what it looked like. It looked like Tron at best. But it was 3D. You could look all the way around, or 4D, whatever you want to call it. It was VR. You could look all around. You could move in it. You could shoot. But it was cool at the time. But that was the best. That was my last experience with it. So that's what I remember about VR. Fast forward to recently. It's come a long way. They've been doing this, like I said, while we were playing Sega, while we were playing Nintendos, and while we were playing Madden and all that. They were working on VR. And I think it's perfected for consumer use now. So it's definitely worth what they're charging now for what it can do on a creative perspective. But on the entertainment, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's worth it. But from a creative standpoint, it's worth it to get to for what it costs. And the quality of it, it's literally, it's so fluid, it's so fast. You wouldn't think. I don't know, I'm old now, so I'm not very demanding of technology, but you wouldn't think that it would be this advanced yet. The quality and the fluidness and yeah, it's here. And I'm saying that, say this, there's money in the metaverse. Bottom line, there is money in the metaverse. There is opportunity in the metaverse. If you're in the technology, if you're in the business, if you're in the entrepreneurship, if you're in the production, art, creating, there's money-making opportunities in the metaverse. You can build shit in the metaverse right now for free and sell it for real money. It doesn't get any more cut and dry. You can make the work from scratch and sell it for real money. It's like making cocaine out of nothing and selling it for, you know what I'm saying? It's like making work and something from absolutely nothing. Making the most expensive product you can out of nothing. Making $1 million product out of absolutely nothing. Building this massive house, building a 3D rendering of the next Nike, of the next car model, from nothing, from your imagination. You thinking you got bricks of work that you can get off right now on any market where you can trade. You can email. This is what you can email. I can make a file and email it. And they can 3D print it when they get it. It's crazy what this can do. They can go make a movie with what I send in the email. I'm telling you, there's so much opportunity in the metaverse, and I just want y'all to know that, because it's here. And it's going to be here to where everyone can see it in the future, near future. And I want you to be ready. I want you to be on the right side of it, and whatever that is. But I want you to be in it, understanding the dangers. Yes, I do not believe that having that headset on for long periods of time can be healthy for you. I just don't. I don't think anything hardwired to the internet, even when it's wireless. If like I said, as soon as you put that shit on, you don't even have to log in or nothing. You're in the metaverse. So anything that can move about freely in the metaverse, you see what I'm saying? So definitely learn all the dangers of it and security aspects of it. They have cameras everywhere on these headsets. So if you buy one of these, that's just looking around everything. So use it in rooms where you ain't got shit you don't want on camera. To be honest with you, I tend to believe that's just always recording. Like they say someone's always watching. Yeah, I tend to believe cameras and these microphones, they're always recording. And the shit even tells you, yeah, they're always recording. The microphone's always on unless you turn it off. And even if you turn it off, I think somebody else can turn it on remotely. So, yes, know that I understand the dangers of it. Know that I understand the intrusion, so to speak, of privacy. And know that I also understand that there is no privacy nowadays. And that's the whole point about going legit and getting it the right way. And like I said, you ain't got to stop hustling, just change your hustle. You know, and there's people I know that can be entrepreneurs and CEOs of legitimate businesses and be successful at it if they just change their hustle. You know, these are the people I grew up around. These are the people that were in my family. These are the people that showed me how to make something out of nothing. And now I'm showing people how to do it, but in a totally different way. And I want y'all to win. And I want y'all to know that there's opportunity everywhere if you look for it. You gotta look for the opportunity. And damn the metaverse, damn all this shit what I'm talking about. There's opportunity in everything. Opportunities to make money, opportunities to make moves, opportunities to get into a better life, a better situation, create a better reality for yourself. There's opportunities everywhere. You just have to see it. And to do that, you just have to choose to see it. Simple as a choice. Change your mind, you change your life. Anyway, man, that's my show for today. I love y'all, man. I want y'all to continue to do what's right for yourself. Do what's best for yourself, even if you don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Live healthy, live good, live great. Each one teach one, give back, pay it forward, all that positive stuff, because it all means something. It all has meaning and it all has value. Until next time, remember that success is indeed a lifestyle. I love y'all. Peace.
Did anything stand out to you in today's show? If so, let us know. Your questions, comments, and concerns are important to Jason, as he is determined to always deliver to you only the most impactful information and content. Until next time, please subscribe, like, comment, share, and leave a review whenever possible. You may visit lifeofaboss.net for more episodes and great resources to help you become the absolute boss that you were meant to be. You can also follow Jason on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Hardin. Thank you. And to never forget that success is a lifestyle.